Can I have your attention, please?
Joe.
Miss Massey? Some of our honorees are not paying good attention to what's going on today. We have 3 of our city council and our mayor present that are going to, the mayor's going to say a few words to you, and then I'm going to tell you a little bit about this particular building that we are unveiling the marker for today. And then immediately following that, the Historical Society has purchased a bench for the museum honoring Earl Massey, who is largely responsible for the museum being here and collecting the major artifacts that are in that museum. So we're going to start off with Mayor Choate.
Yes, ma'am, thank you. Well, hey, great to have everyone here today. It looks like the weather did cooperate with us, but what a great day it is in Trussville and what this building has meant to this community for so long. And for Jane and the Historical Committee that worked so hard, and the Historical Society that put so much into this, I want to thank them. We've got several things to unveil today. All of them are important, not only to this site, but to the community as a whole. All the history that's inside this building, there's a lot more than that's in this building. Actually has some warehouses that we're currently storing some things in for them right now, but I know a lot of you have been here and walked through it. We've had school kids come through it. It's just a great community area to come and kind of see what the history of Trussville is about, and I thank you for that. But those of you that serve on the Historical Board and Historical Committee, thank you for that. Jamie is our liaison. Councilor Bright is also here today. She's a liaison to several different boards, but I want to thank them for being here. Some of our other members couldn't be here. It's a special day. I'm glad to be able to be here as well, and I thank Jane for everything that you all have done. And I'm going to let Jane kind of give a little brief background of how we got to this day, Jane, if you'd like to. Thank you.
Some of you don't look to be as old as I am, so I think I know a bit more about this building than maybe most of you do. It was finished in 1938. This building was supposed to have been built up there where Hewitt High School was built. The county, after it was formed, was in charge of education, so they went to the federal government and said, build us a community school. We need a regional school. I went to high school with Clay, Chalkville, Palmerdale, Rimlap, Argo, Roebuck Plaza. All these people came here to this school. And we went to school until, as a group, until Trussville formed its own school system. And we turned out pretty well, but I think the Trussville school system now is probably a whole lot better than what Jefferson County taught us in those early years. Instead of building the commissary there, they built it here. It started off immediately as a grocery store, a clothing store, a place where you could buy groceries, furniture. We have furniture in the museum that was purchased from this building many, many years ago. You could pay your rent here at this building, and one of the duplexes over here on the mall is where they had their office. It's been in the hands of the school system. It's had numerous students participate in activities in that building, and that was the reason we invited you here today. We want you to talk to us. See Gary Lloyd in the bright blue shirt right there? We want to talk to you about what this building has meant to you. In my case, I grew up here in Trussville. I could tell you some things about this building and other buildings. We're not going to do that on this setting. I'm just going to tell you that I spent my first varsity cheerleader initiation you've had some interesting stories, and we want to hear from you. So if you would take a minute to talk to Gary today, or give him your phone number to where he can get in touch with you, to talk to you, we feel like it's important that we record these memories, because I'm going to be dead one day, and there's not going to be anybody here to say, oh, you need to find out about this, and you need to find out about that. Because there's a lot of good memories that came out of this building everywhere else in Trussville. We're going to unveil the marker now, so I'm going to turn it over to Jamie. And, okay, we're having a little wind problem, as you can tell.
Okay, you want to count down?
Okay. 10.
Yeah. Oh,
9.
okay.
We're gonna be a long time.
6, 5.
5.
We're good. 4, 3, 2, 1.
Very good.
Yeah.
Chad, you might need to help.
Yeah, Chad, you're welcome.
If they don't get in about 10 seconds, this is the longest
We
in
still
there.
have the ladder. There's the ladder.
There's the ladder. Yeah. Thank you.
Okay, we have one other activity that we
Call
want
her
you
mayor.
to participate in. Carol Massey. This is Earl Massey's wife. We're glad we still have her with us. She's going to unveil the bench. We're calling it the Massey bench, for choice of better words. We have a marker and a bench that we want her to unveil. It's been given to the museum as well. Carol? Come on, Carol. And then we're going to want all the Massey family up here next to the bench, as to where we can. Okay. I'll remove the end. Okay, Carol. I want you to pull that off. Yes, it is. And then Carol, we have one other. Carol, we have another marker right here that we want you to unveil. Hopefully it'll just pull off very easily. Okay, that wasn't hard. Now, I hope you'll have an opportunity to sit down on the bench and read the message right in front of you. And think about Carol and her family every time you do. Thank you very much for coming. You're all invited in the museum to go through and have refreshments. Yay.